You're listening to the Car Pro Insider Podcast, episode number 36. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how you can start making better customer follow-up videos. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up? I'm Robert Wiseman, and I have helped car sales professionals from around the world sell more cars by building their personal brands, attracting high-quality car buyers, and becoming the go-to car guy or gal in their marketplace. So what does it take to become the car sales professional that people are lining up to do business with? This is the Car Pro Insider. Yo, what's going on? You, my favorite car pro. Listen, thanks for taking the quick moment, hitting that download button on your phone device, wherever you're listening to this episode of the Car Pro Insider Podcast. Man, number 36, just kicking along here in 2017 right now. If you've been here before, welcome back. So glad to have you back again. That means you must be liking it, feeling it, a little something, something. If you're a first timer, hey, stick around. If you're in the car game, this is something I think you will like, and you can get all the episodes by subscribing on iTunes or wherever you get podcasts, and also all the past episodes and detailed information along with those episodes at robertwiseman.com. Before I get into that, all of the notes, the full show notes, examples, resources, etc. that I mentioned in this episode, you'll be able to find at robertwiseman.com/36. All right. And in today's episode, number 36, we're going to be talking about video. More particularly, we're going to be talking about follow-up videos. Those follow-up videos that you might send to your customers, or you see a lot of people talking about they send to customers. Something I did religiously when I was right where you were in the car sales game. It's definitely had some success for me, and I always saw great results from it, better than just regular follow-up. And also my longtime confidant and my homie Elise Kephart. I mean, it's something she definitely talks about in the marketplace, something that she also was a big user of in her day. She still even uses it now, communicating with prospects for her automotive training and whatnot. But so it's out there. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people do it. But are you doing it, right? And if you are you doing good videos? Could they be better? And if you aren't doing it, well, why the hell aren't you doing it? Even though it's something that you are hearing and seeing a lot of people talk about within the automotive circle, it's still something new. It's still something different, because I guarantee if you're not doing it, there's probably not another salesperson at your dealership doing it, right? That might even be for the whole marketplace. People are scared to do it. Right? That's what holds them back. So you don't be one of those just pushing through and doing it. Even if they suck, you're still taking that action and one ahead of that person that's not doing it, right? But what I'm going to do is I want to help you make these videos a little bit better and also faster, make them easy and the workflow pretty easy, so you can get in, get out, and bang them out and get done and move on. Because a lot of times is it the length of time, and if it's a pain in the butt to do, that can be a bottleneck to a lot of salespeople because they just don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make it easy, and it's something you need to start kicking in if you're not, or if you are, start doing it more and better, because again, it makes you stand out in the marketplace, shows you're different. It connects them with you, right? That it helps position you in a different perspective to them, because as my boy Ryan Stewman over at Hardcore Closer, he always talks about, we've been conditioned since day one to hold people on video into like a higher order almost, right? They're the news people we've seen on TV when we were younger. So it's almost just kind of like a mental conditioning. And that's a good point. So it helps with that. And then it just helps you connect with them. And that's what leads people to be interested in doing business with you, right? And that's what builds relationships and builds trust. And again, that all leads to more business. So again, this episode, we're getting ready to jump in. We're going to talk about how you can make better customer follow-up videos so it can help you close more sales in 2017 and moving forward. All right, so the first tip that I'm going to talk about to help you make better customer follow-up videos and faster, right? Better and faster is first, number one, is going to be don't try to wing it, right? Now, you want your follow-up videos, the name of the game of these, for these things to be short and sweet, right? So you're going to want to have an idea of what you're going to say going in. Now, I'm not saying, obviously, you're on video. You can't sit there and read from a script, right? And I don't expect it to be some candid piece of material. It needs to definitely sound authentic. But what you want to do is you want to kind of have a bullets or an idea, a framework of what you're going to say already documented. Again, and it's depending on what the content and context rather of the video email is going to be. Like a great one to just kick things off is just like, hey, Jim. This is Robert from over at ABC Motors. Thanks a million for your interest. Listen, I'm trying to get in touch with you. I tried the number that you left. I left you a message there. Wanted to send this video so you get a face to the name, introduce myself, give me a call back at this time or whatever. You know what I mean? Something like that, just down in there, introducing yourself, looking at them, smiling, of course, and just quick in and out, right? So you want to have kind of going in, not knowing in some way, shape, or form the direction at least that you're trying to go with this thing. It's not an open conversation, right? You're going to end up rambling like I do sometimes here on the podcast, but that's all right. This is a different type of platform. You know what I'm saying? On a video, that doesn't fly, right? So you want to have details of what you're going to say. You're going to want to include their name in it, and if it's of course two people, which most leads that come through are only in one person's name, but if you're following up with somebody, a couple that was here and you talked to both of them and whatnot when they were here, you want to say both names, but just use the name. First name I think is fine. That's how I would address people. I don't think you like using the Mr. or Mrs. sometimes is a little phony unless they're very distinguished older senior citizens and whatnot. No offense, senior citizens out there, but you get what I'm saying. So have it kind of already, laid out and know what you're going to say and the direction of what you want to say. That way you can get in and get out of there, and it just gets them to connect with you in that way that video does. Right. Number 2 is going to be frame a good shot. Now this one, a lot of you might be one of those out there that you're killing me with this. Listen, enough with the where the angle of the video, within the video it looks like you're looking down at the camera, or maybe you're looking up, or it's at a weird angle like that your head is at the bottom of the whole frame, like of your screen, and there's all this space to the ceiling behind you, or your head's like off into the corner. The shot, that's the frame of the shot. You want to have a nice tight frame. You don't want a lot of space between your head and the top. Like when somebody watches it on the phone, your head, the top of your head should be, very close to the top of the screen, essentially the frame, right? So you want to pay attention doing that. Now you want this thing to be eye level also, right? You don't want to be looking down or looking up or holding it yourself. You want it to be eyeball level to where like you're looking across from it. The cameras, at your eyes, just right level with where you can see. That's the best place that's going to help you get the best frame and the best looking shot by far. And this just looks better, makes the video better to watch, and if these don't have to be the super high quality, insanely creative, dope videos, right? But little things like that make a huge difference. It's worth to put the effort in because it's such an easy tweak to put and do within your workflow, within your process, right? So you want to make sure you frame a good shot using a tripod, anything that you can use to set whatever camera you have up so it sits eye level and you're looking directly at it. Number 3, because man, we moving at lightning speed over here at the Car Pro Insider Podcast, like we always do, to get you back out there pumping some iron into the marketplace. You know what I'm saying? So 3 is tell them what you are going to do next, right? Make sure in this video that somewhere you have in there what you're going to do, whether it's going to be a phone call or swing by somewhere or get the car and cleaned up and get all the paperwork ready, or if you're going to bring the car by, whatever it is that you're going to do next, tell them in the video. So you know that they're going to see the video, they're going to hear what you're saying, right? So when you tell them instantly by telling them what it is that's going to happen next, what your next move is going to be, right? Your next action is going to be, it automatically makes that action less cold for when you do it because you've already informed them that, hey, you're going to do it. It puts it out there. So now that they can object to it now, if you know it's something you're going to have to overcome, why not get it up out of the way now, right? Hear it from them. So tell them what's going to happen next, even if it's another email with more details. If it's going to be sending something in the mail, it doesn't matter. But whatever it is, it builds that expectation to them that they're going to be looking for it, right? That they know it's coming. And if they don't want it to come, now's the time to speak up, because I want to know where they're at, right? I'm not interested in wasting my time on, nothing. Right. So he gets it out there, gets them to object. But I just tell them what's next to keep things moving along, because I'm here to keep things moving along. You know what I'm saying? So that's number 3, is you want to tell them what you're going to do next, your next course of action, so they know it and it's less cold. They know it's coming. If they got a problem with it coming, they can speak up now or forever hold their peace. You know what I'm saying? Number 4 is, of course, you need a call to action. You need to tell them what you want them to do next, right? If you don't ask, you're never going to get it, right? A closed mouth doesn't get fed. All I know is the chances of somebody doing something that I want them to do go up immensely just by asking them to do it. Right? Better than them just to assume, if when I ask somebody to do something, they're more likely to do it than if I don't ask, right? So that's why I'm always asking. I'm going to tell them ideally what I want them to do next, right? Whether it's to call me or check for an email or open an email or be here tomorrow or be here tonight, or getting back to me with your answer the next day, right? Whatever it is that you want from them, right, that you would like them to take at that time, include it in that video, right? Make sure that you say it and emphasize on it, because look, they're definitely not going to do it if you don't ask, right? So ask and at least put you in the game, right? So that's it. That one's pretty simple. Just make sure you give them a call to action as well. It's always something for them to do that in a perfect world, they jump right on, right? So ideally, you want to send it natively through your iPhone or your Android, like via text. When you're sending through email is kind of the time that you'd want to use a secondary tool to help you with this. I don't like the way the emails, the organic videos, like natively send through the phone and the way that they're displayed for the user in their email, through a text and through Facebook Messenger. I mean, we know how they're displayed. They're sitting right there. This way, then you want to link to a secondary tool. Now, I know my good longtime friend I mentioned earlier, Lise Kephart, swears by this new, I believe, BombBomb product. You can check her out. I'll link to her in the show notes at robertwiseman.com/36. You can get her contact info and whatnot there in case you're interested in this. This is a real cool one. I've used a couple different ones through the past, but this seems to be the up-to-date and the newest, user-friendly and with some cool capabilities. So you check her out for that. It's pretty cheap. But that's the way I would probably be sending my videos, via email to an individual, using some kind of tool that displays it on a page, clickable type link or something like that. But ideally, you're going to have their cell phone number too, or maybe a Facebook thing, so you can just boom, upload that video direct, get it right to them. But stay away from the YouTube. You don't want to be sending them into that whole mix, because you know how it goes down over there. A lot of people get click happy, man. They're gone. They forgot all about you, right? All right. Let's run back through these real quick, and then I'm going to let you go. 5 ways that you can make better follow-up videos for your customers. One is, don't try to wing it. You know what I mean? Don't go up there and don't try to freestyle it. Have kind of a framework and some bullets of what you're going to say. 2, frame a good shot. Stop with the awkward looking down, looking up, head down in the bottom of, all the way at the bottom, and nothing but, ceiling space or wall space behind you all the way to the top. Get a good tight frame shot. 3, make sure you tell them what you're going to do next, because if you tell them what you're going to do, it instantly becomes less cold than when you're doing it straight out of the blue on the fly. Number 4, tell them what you want them to do next. Like, what action is it you want from them? Listen, the chances of them doing something you want, they go up when you ask, simply by asking. So make sure you ask. And 5, don't use YouTube to distribute this video. Do it natively through your device if you can. If you're still communicating with them through email, which is cool, check out that the product BombBomb is a good, or any type of other video emailing product or service. I'll see if I can find another good one, but through some research, and link to it also at robertwiseman.com/36, where you can get all the notes, details, everything we talked about in this episode. If you like this, man, hook me up. Write a review over at iTunes, and subscribe to the show. You know what I mean? Tell me what you think. If you want some more training, that I have some free training, and then also a couple premium options, man, hit robertwiseman.com/training. All right, that's it for this week. Session 36 in the bag. I'm outie.